How's it going, Foxwoods? So actually, a year ago from tonight was my first comedy show ever. It was on this stage. So I'm really glad all of you are here to witness this, my 1-year anniversary. Thank you all for being here. I would like to start this off tonight by saying, if I had to choose between cats and dogs, I would probably choose cats. Yeah, hell yeah, love you too. And it's nothing against dogs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love dogs. I love all kinds of animals. You can ask anybody who knows me. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just prefer the way a cat tastes. So a little more about me. I work at a dispensary over in Massachusetts. So if your kids are 21 or older and have crossed over the line, there's a good chance I've probably sold them drugs. You're welcome, by the way. The other day at work, though, I was sitting in the office. And this huge bald dude comes in with this girl who just looks way too young to be there. And this girl keeps making eyes at me, and I'm just ignoring her, just trying to do my job. So I scan his ID, and then I look over at her and I say, I'm gonna have to scan your ID as well. And the dude looks at me and he goes, she doesn't have an ID. She's 14 years old. I kindly explained to him that nobody under 21 is allowed inside. So he sends her out to wait in the car while he shops with us. Honestly, I was so shocked he even tried bringing her in there. I was so shocked that I grabbed my phone, whipped it out, texted my girlfriend, and I said, holy shit, you didn't tell me your dad was bald? Oh, gosh. My girlfriend's funny. I went to go meet her somewhere the other day, and I went over to the door, tried to pull it open. Nothing. One more time. Still nothing. And I see my girlfriend through the window, and she's just laughing her ass off. I'm starting to feel like Chris Farley and Tommy Boy when he's late for his exam, pulling on the door like, son of a... So I take a step back, look at the door. P-U-S-H. No shit, I feel like such an idiot. So I step forward, put my hand on the door, and I walk into the abortion clinic. Hey, all right? If you thought I was going to make my girlfriend walk home from her own abortion, you're more fucked up than I am. Gosh. I love her, but sometimes I just prefer being by myself. I don't know, I like my alone time with my weed and my guitar. Although sometimes I smoke my weed and then I think too deeply about everything, like the guitar itself. And while we're at it, who in the hell made playing guitar so sexual? Probably. Who came up with the G string? Why do I have to stroke this piece of wood up and down to create such pleasing sounds? And when it comes to figuring out chords, how come I have the most trouble fingering A minor? It's fucking insane. You know, when I was younger, I used to never think about things like sex. Never. But all of that changed the day I turned 13. Yep. That's when I lost my virginity. And I was pretty cool. I was the coolest kid in 7th grade. I had friends coming up to me asking me questions like, how was it? How did it feel? Did you use a condom? First of all, it felt fucking amazing, okay? Second, I'm not sure if we used a condom. In my defense, it was my first time being fucked by a priest. So, gosh, some people. All right, friends. So, the other day, my washer broke, so I had to do the thing that everybody who has no washer dreads doing. I had to take my clothes to the laundromat. And I don't know if you've been to a laundromat before or recently, but there are some fucking weirdos at the laundromat. And the worst part about it is they're all staring at me. It even got to the point where the owner came over to me, told me he wasn't going to let me just stand there and wash my clothes. Honestly, I had had enough at that point. I just opened up the washer, took my clothes out, I stuffed them in the basket, and I marched my naked ass out of there. And that's the last time I washed my clothes there. My friends, that's all I have for you tonight, okay? My name's Tyler Aucoin, A-U-C-O-I-N. Come find me on Facebook.